Hey everyone, welcome to our first week of our December mystery craft bags. And today we are going to make a paper bag snowflake. So here's what it looks like. It's huge! Isn't it fun? This is a craft I had seen floating around the internet and really wanted to try. And honestly, I didn't think trying it that it would actually work, and then it did. So I made sure to include it in our December crafts. So I can show you a little closer, except I don't know if it's all gonna fit. Yeah, I guess it kind of fits. Here is our goodies. Isn't that cute? We embellished ours a little more than the ones I saw on the internet. We gave ourselves a little center of pearls here. I did some accents with some glitter and some white paint so that you could see all of the details better. And yeah, and then we added the hanging bit so you can hang it in your house. So, this craft bag is available at the library right now. So if you haven't gotten yours already, give us a call and see if there are any left so that you can take your very own home today and start crafting. Craft bags are free and they're only available while supplies last. We have what we have, and after that, they're just gone. But stick around, there'll never be our last craft bags. We love putting together craft bags around here, so just keep watching for the next ones to come out. Also, if you didn't manage to get a craft bag, but you still want to make this craft, most of the things that we use are really easy to find. You might even have them laying around your house already. You also might have some things you might want to add to your project afterwards. Feel free to make it your own and then share it with us. We're not offended if you take our ideas and run with it. I'd love to see your creativity. Feel free to pause the video anytime you need to catch up on any of the steps, and I hope you enjoy it. If you find that you're missing any of the craft supplies, or maybe you don't have a pair of scissors or a ruler or one of the other extra supplies that we have listed on for this craft, stop in and ask and we'd be happy to loan them to you. Let's get started! So, winter's my favorite. I love snow. I know that it's not a popular opinion. No one else likes snow, but I love it. So I really enjoyed making this snowflake, and I'm pretty prepared to make dozens of them to stick everywhere in my house. My house is not big enough for dozens of them, but I'll probably do it anyway. So let's take a look in your bag and find out what supplies you got and what supplies you'll need from home. First off, you should have, how many? 8 brown paper bags in your packet. And that's gonna be, well, I think you have 7 here, and then number 8 is the one that your stuff came in. See, we don't waste anything. So there's 7 here, and 8 is the one your crafts came in. You should have a glue stick, your very own complete Elmer's glue stick. We bought these on sale not too long ago, and now we have a lot, so you have your own. Liquid glue and white paint, which I'm realizing now we probably should have labeled because the white paint and the liquid glue look very similar. I'm gonna guess that this one is paint and this one is glue. I think the glue, there's less of it, it's a little stickier. The paint looks like it's been moving around. Feel free to dip in and give it a test. Sorry about that. You should have, you should have a toothpick, a foam brush, a snowflake template, some glitter, a pearl necklace, and a string. Now the items that you'll need that aren't included in your packets are scissors, a pencil, and a hole punch if you want it. You can also just take a sharp pencil or the like and poke it through the top of your finished project to create a hole to hang it from. That's all we need the hole punch for. Once you've emptied your bag, make sure to fold it back down flat and add it to your stack of paper bags. Now, you're going to take one bag in front of you and you're going to place it, I'll do it so you can see it, flap side up. So here's the flap that folds out to be the bottom of your bag, and this is going to be on top, and then the side that has no seam will be on the bottom. So flap side up, it goes on the table in front of you. Then you're going to open your glue stick and make sure you've got some on the ready, and you're going to make a T with your glue. We're going to go across the bottom in a nice thick layer and straight up the whole middle. Layer it on nice and thick. Then you're going to take your next paper bag and lay it directly on top, also with the flap side up, and press it down so that it's secured. So our next bag still has the flap on top, and we're going to do the same thing with all of our bags. So draw a T with your glue and right down the center. Flip your bag on top to press it down. Make sure that that flap side is up. Press it down. Next, notice we're gluing right across the flap side. We're not gluing the flap down. We're just gluing on top of it. For your last bag, you can peel our little sticker off if you want. It should come off pretty easy. And now all of my bags are stacked up facing the same direction with flap on top. Now grab your snowflake template and we're going to cut away all of the black parts. Now our snowflake template is cut out. Now you don't have to follow this template. If you get the idea of what's going on and you want to cut your own design into your snowflake, that's totally fine. I just gave this to you for a starting point. Now bring your snowflake body, all the paper bags back and lay them on the table in front of you so that the flap is facing you. And then we can lay our snowflake template with this long straight edge that meets that line where the flap starts. And then the point should reach up to the top of your bag. So position that so that it's centered nice the way you like it. And now you can use your pencil that you've also grabbed from home and trace all those parts that we cut out. You could use a marker or a crayon or whatever you want so that you can see that line. And we're just going to trace all of those points. So then when we remove the template, we should be able to see our pencil design on there. Now, just like we cut out all of the black parts from our template, we're going to cut out all of those places. We're going to follow those lines and cut out all of those extra pieces. Now you're going to need a good heavy-duty pair of scissors to get this job done because you're going to cut through all 8 bags at the same time. So our paper bag should now look a lot like our template. Now we're about to open it up and reveal the magic. And what we're going to do is prepare by taking some more glue and making that familiar T shape on our bags so that when we unfold it together, it can secure itself. So then you're going to put it on its side and be amazed as you open it up to reveal your snowflake. And as those last few bags come together, you can press them to keep them there. You can see one of my bags came apart over here. It didn't glue together, so I am just going to do that real quick. So once you have it all glued down, it should open up like this. I'm going to find my foam brush and my white paint, what I think is my white paint, and I'm going to carefully open it up. And then I'm going to dip into just a little of the white paint, and I'm going to kind of wipe most of it off on the side of my cup here, so I just have a little bit. And then I'm just going to graze all of the little folded seams in my snowflake. And I think that helps it to stand out a little bit. I can see those details a little bit more. Now I also went ahead and took my brush with just a little bit of paint on it and sort of outlined every little opening, all the little shapes, to give it a little added dimension. You can choose to use your paint as little or as much as you want. Oh, see, I busted mine here. Don't cut your triangles open or they'll come apart. So if you end up cutting your triangles open, like I did over here, you can just use a little piece of tape or some glue and stick those back together. I've got my white paint on here, how I like it. It makes it look just a little bit more dimensional. And I'm going to take my glue and my toothpick, and I can line some areas for glitter. So I'm just going to take my toothpick in here and get a little bit on my toothpick, and then I can sort of paint it on wherever I want some glitter to go. I can't put any there because I busted it. Grab my piece of scrap paper here, and then you can just grab your glitter and shake a little bit of it on there and shake it off onto your scrap paper. And then you can save this to keep using. And you've got some glitter detail on there. Now I would let your paint completely dry before you start gluing with your glitter, or your glitter is going to stick to the paint. Or maybe that's okay. That would probably look cute too. So decide, just be aware that if your paint is still wet, your glitter is going to stick to it. So finish putting the glitter that you like on there, and then what I did, I figured this would help in two ways. If I used this as my center, it would look cute, but it would also create a little stability when the snowflake hangs, so that the bags didn't naturally start to fall folding forward again, that they would be kind of forced to spread out evenly. So what I did was I just picked a point and snipped my pearl necklace in half so that I have a strand now. And then I really loaded up the points of the center of my snowflake with the glue. Just really globbed it on there. Then I took most of my necklace and laid it in my hand, and I left a little bit out, and I started to coil my necklace around the center of my snowflake, kind of pressing it in place as I went. And you can make this as big or as small as you want. And then when I was done, just cut it off. Press the last one into place. And then you're going to want to set this somewhere where you're not going to mess with it or bump it to dry. And you're going to want to let it dry real good before you touch it again. And then, like I said, you can take a hole punch and punch a hole in two of these points, or you can take a sharp pencil and shove it through. And then we gave you this little piece of string to tie so that you can have something to hang it from. So as you can see, I put my glitter all around the points on the outside of my finished one. I have all those in there. And here is the part where we put the string on so that you can hang it. And then you're done. Then you have this giant cool snowflake. I think these are really fun. There's lots of different designs online to choose from, and I think they're a really simple, easy decoration. And that's all there is to it. A really simple, fun holiday craft that you can do with stuff you probably have at your house already. Thanks so much for watching, and stick around next week when we reveal our mystery craft number 2 with Miss Miranda. Check out all the other cool videos we have here on YouTube. We have podcasts, we have crochet videos, and we also have crafts for kids in the library. Send us pictures of whatever you've made on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Earlville Public Library. We love seeing that you guys are working on these at home. And we'll see you again next week for another craft. Bye!